Welcome to Romagne, a little village in the northeast of France. Here we find the Museum 1418, where its owner, Jean-Paul de Vries, keeps the memory alive of the soldiers who lived and died in the First World War. In a series of short videos, Jean-Paul will show us some highlights, all found on the former battlefields within a few miles from his own museum.
Yeah, okay, helmets, very nice subject, you know that they were made to protect soldiers, but if you look in reality that the helmet is not working very much. Yeah? I think 1915 the first helmet came on, the French came with the first, with the nice hooster thing on it to show off that we're the French, we're the hoosters. Germans came in 1916 with this helmet, but before that, don't forget that they had no helmets. The French started off with a cappy, just a textile hat, more not. Germans had a point helmet, leather. Some moment they made them out of felt, one other moment they made them out of sort of can, a little thin iron. And at that moment they said we had not iron enough anymore because we need this iron for the war industry. So they used paper mache to make a helmet. Paper mache to protect your men against war, it's crazy. But then they came with, I think, the best helmet in the world. It's a German helmet. You can see the shape of it, it's rounded. It has all sides protected, so shrapnel will take off. But a helmet is not really protecting. If you look at this one, you can see that shrapnel came through. You can see here on the other side, a whole salvo of machine gun came through. A helmet is for the morale of a soldier. It's when there's an explosion, you got plenty of stones falling down, branches falling down. It will protect against that. But a bullet shot from 300-400 meters will go through anyways. But a soldier having this helmet on his head had a little bit of the impression he was protected. And as you can see that all these countries made different helmets. I told you already about the French, you had the hooster thing on it. Germans had a helmet made by doctors. Like all the other helmets were made by famous people who wanted to make them more beautiful than another country. But this German helmet has been made by doctors and was well thought about how we can protect the head. Not to be beautiful, not to be, look, we are the French, we're the Germans. No, how can we protect the men? And that you can see that this helmet has protection on the sides, on the ears, in the nuke, all rounded. It's a little bit higher than a normal helmet, but this one is the best helmet ever produced in the world. And I'm then wondering why not using this helmet after this First World War. And the main reason for not using this helmet to protect your men is that it was too German. Had nothing to do with some other reason, just it's too German. You don't give your men a German helmet. And I think we're now in the 2019. Finally, for a couple of years, the Americans finally use a German helmet in Afghanistan. Because they knew for 100 years it's the best in the world. But by looking too German, we refuse to protect our men. And why give it to our firemen in 1950 to protect them? Because for firemen it was okay, but not for a soldier because it looked too German. And luckily for men nowadays, they finally decided to give them a German helmet. It's made out of Kevlar, some other material, but still not bulletproof. I think we're 100 years after the First World War. Everything developed, but we can still not produce a helmet which will protect the men for the full 100%. It's Kevlar, it helps more, but aimed bullet from 300 meters will still go through. And you have the same result. It's just for the morale, and for the morale it helps.
If you would like to support the museum, please visit our website www.friendsofromagne1418.com.